all yours.
Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me in homemade craft wrap today. If as you sign in, can you let me know where you're logging in from? I'm currently based in Dallas, Texas. Washington State, nice. Las Vegas, okay. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's nice. Okay, my name is Becky. I'm blogger behind DIY home interior blogger behind Simplicity for Designs, and I'm very excited to be here. This is actually my first class with Michael's. So I just want to thank everyone for joining in and spending the evening with me as we craft and make some personalized gift wrap for the season. So it's everyone ready? Let me know if you're all ready to go for Christmas, if you're completed your decorating and all that, because I still have a long way to go. Oh, ready? Okay. Hi. Hi. Thank you. Hi. Ready, ready. Okay. Oh, hey, Texas. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Awesome. Everyone is ready. Oh, not ready. Okay, I'm with you too. Still have some gifts to get and some wrapping to do. It's got a tree up. Nice, nice. Never too late. It's never too late. Awesome. Okay. So let's start the class. So we're doing 3 different stars today, designs today. Would you be joining along, or do you have all your supplies together to join the class, to follow along, or are you just watching? Let me know in the chat. Just watching, okay. Okay. Oh, learn to do along with me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so for those watching, thank you as well. Awesome. This class is actually going to be is recorded, so you can always come back to it and follow along as well and see how I am doing the class as well, making the gift wraps and all that. So you're always welcome to come back to the recording as well. It's going to be on Michael's site for you to come back to. Okay, you took your first final of semester. Congrats. Nice. All the best, all the best. Not easy. I have my brother too. He's doing his finals as well. Hang in there. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna actually be showing, I have the 3 designs that I am gonna be showing today. This design right here, then one of my favorites, the stripes green. I've been loving green this season for the holidays. Also let me know what your favorite colors are for the holidays. And then the other design is the polka dot design as well. So we'll start off with the first design, which is going to be this one. You can change to the red. So to begin, what I normally do is I will already go ahead and wrap. Oh, red. I love red. Used a red velvet ribbon this season for my kids' gifts and in their playroom. Loving pink, silver, white, and silver. Oh, that is beautiful. Gold, cream, and white. Nice. Ooh, gold, cream, and white. I love that. Mint green, yes, yes. All shades of green. All shades of green. So for the first design, I have my gift already wrapped with brown kraft paper. So this designs are all done on kraft paper. I have brown and white as well. So, which I love using kraft paper, last minute gift wrap ideas where, you don't have to get, if you're trying to wrap your gift real quick. And I also love using kraft paper to do gift wraps with my kids. That way I can already wrap their gift and then we can just have fun together, decorating the kraft paper. If you don't have white kraft, you can use a regular paper. Yes, you can use a regular paper. Any paper will work, yes. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's get started. A lot of questions. Let's get started. So for the first design, I'm using acrylic paint, white, and I have a paint tray here. So you need a paint tray, acrylic paint, and a used toothbrush for this design. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this here in the tray. And if you are watching with me and watching along and you don't have your gift wrapped and all that, you can also just cut a piece of paper, like if you have kraft paper, and follow along as well, if you can. Okay, so I just dip my tip of the brush into the paint. Dab that on the gift wrap. Now you can either do a lot of it or you can do less. It's really your preference. My kids love doing this one because they play music and bang games. So it's always fun for them to do this design as well. And you can also use sponge, sponge as well. You can use that. If you don't have a toothbrush, that's another way that you could create the design on your gift wrap. So you just want to do that continuously around each side of the gift wrap. So you turn that around and just go on all sides. Of course, at the end, you're gonna probably have one side left to do just to allow it to dry up. And over here, let me know if you guys can see what I'm doing or if I need to go a little bit slower.
So we have a question in the chat. Have you tried using cotton balls to apply the paint?
No, I haven't. That's another, another way you could use it. That would create a bigger spot on the spot of design in terms of patterns that you have. Yeah, I was using the toothbrush for a smaller footprint of pattern. So let's have one more side to go. And then we come back once that dries up and the final, the last side of the wrap. Okay. Here we go. So I still have this side left, the top ear left. So I kind of just leave that. I wait for it to dry. It doesn't take long. And then you can just turn that over and complete that side. And then finish that off. So let's put this on this side here. So if you are doing it along with me, if you could send me a screenshot of how yours is, I'd love to see it. Okay, Q-tip works. Are you using Q-tips now? If you are, let me know. Used in the pot. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So on to the next design. Works great. Okay, nice. Okay. You pick up too much things. Awesome. I'm gonna give that a try. Yes. Okay. Should we move on to the next design? Let me know if we should move on to the next design. If you're still working on yours, let me know as well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Pamela says yours looks great. Thank you very much. I love to see yours. If you are following along and doing it as well, I love to see yours. So definitely send me a picture in the chat box so that I can see it as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next design. We're still using the same white paint. We're using the same white paint. But this time, which is gonna be this design right here. This one, the polka dot one. I really like this one too for the holidays. So I use a pencil. You're gonna need a pencil for this, and I just use the end of a pencil. That's what I use. You can also use a Q-tip for this design as well. I like using a pencil as well. So those are two, that's another option that you can use a Q-tip. So all you wanna do is immerse the pencil end into the white paint. You don't want it to completely to be, the paint to be fully on the end, but just enough so that you can create, transfer that paint onto the gift wrap, onto your craft paper. So, and then you kind of like either dab or you can create your circles yourself, polka dot yourself. And this is really just, play around. There's no wrong way, it all depends on how much you want on there. If you want it really close, if you want to space out, just take your time with it. Just apply it on the craft paper.
Mary Lou says it looks like snowballs, so that would be a fun idea.
Yes.
What are some of the other colors that you like to use?
So you can do any of your favorite colors. If you have a specific theme that you're going for the season. This year, my theme was green. My theme colors were green, wood, like brown, burgundy, and deep greens. So you can even use green paint for this. It doesn't have to be white. You can use pink, orange, all depends on your theme colors for the season. And you can use white craft paper. You don't have to use brown craft paper. Yeah, you can use white. That would be so cute, like white with pink, or white and yellow, white and red. That would come out really good. So this is gonna take a while, but you just have fun with it and apply it on there. Another fun way to get the kids involved too.
Could you do this on a white box instead of wrapping it with the paper and just straight on the box?
Yes. Yes, you can. Just a regular gift box. Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. Let me know if you have any questions. And also let me know that you're following along too. So cute, thank you. Thank you. So the paint I'm using, okay.
Oh, go ahead. Nope, that's what I was gonna ask. Go ahead.
The paint I'm using is the Craft Smart from Michaels white acrylic paint. It dries really quick too, so as well. So once you have it on there, it's a quick dry. Make some more here. So what are other craft activities you do with your family during the holidays?
And while they're answering that question, can you show them again what you're using to dab the paint with?
That's a pencil, just a pencil, and I'm using the end of the pencil on the eraser side.
And where did you find the square boxes?
So these are actually packages from Amazon, my Amazon packages that I just wrapped. So I like to keep those during the holidays and just wrap them when I'm decorating like props for my Christmas tree. So that's what I use to wrap them, to wrap this.
Cece said they make paper snowflakes and hang them. And then Felicia commented that they eat.
I love to eat too. I'm scared about the pounds I'm gonna gain because I already have COVID pounds. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to it. Next week, I can't believe Christmas is here already, but next week, it's all about baking with the kids. So we're gonna start baking. I'm gonna prep everything the weekend. The kids are out of school, so we're gonna be baking all through to Christmas Day. So that's what we like to do on Christmas week. Okay, so this side is done. Ooh, nice. Let's go to the next side.
Do you ever use these as just props under your tree, or are they always a wrapped gift?
Both. I use them as props and wrap. So I would have some gifts already pre-wrapped for my kids, and on Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve, I have them create their own design on them. So the ones the gifts I get for them, for the parents or for the grandparents, I have those wrapped already, and then they do their own design on them. Mm-hmm. Good questions, love it. Oh, thank you. Have a lovely evening, Nancy. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
How do you feel about symmetry? Do you think that's needed in this design?
No, I don't think symmetry is needed in this design. You know, I think the beauty of it is not being perfect. So, and that's what I love about this one, because in fact, all the designs, you know, not being perfect and homemade, not being perfect. That's the beauty of the design. I seem to be putting a lot together. Maybe the next side, I'm going to space it out a little bit that way. Eraser, yes. Carl, yes, one end of the pencil eraser. Yes, that's correct. Eraser, yes. And even if you don't have one with an eraser on it, you can still use the end. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pencil with eraser, and you can use Q-tips as well to get this look. Yeah, so that's another side done. Let's see here. This way. So if you are doing it as well, I'd love to see us. And if you can take a screenshot, that would be good. With this, I'm spacing it out a little bit more apart. Do you struggle with wrapping gifts? Is it your favorite thing to do? Glue gun! Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so funny. So how did you end up opening the gift? Just cut it with scissors, right? I love to wrap gifts too. I've been wrapping gifts since I was little with my mom. She has a home decor store. I'm originally from Nigeria, so my mom is in Nigeria. She has a home decor store there, and she would do Christmas packages for like banks and big events, and she would have to wrap. She had the wrapping packages when people buy gifts. So I would help her wrap the gifts for her clients. So I've always loved wrapping gifts. I look forward to Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I'm getting paid to wrap gifts for my neighbors. I'm a teacher. Oh, that's nice. Yes, girl, do it. Awesome. Why not? That's actually a really good, you know, we get so busy during the holidays, and you know, it's never enough time to always, you know, wrap gifts. So that's a really good thing to help others wrap their own gifts as well. That's awesome. That's actually a great thing to do. Yes, I love bows. I love bows too. Christmas bows. I'm excited with you. Cece, I'm excited with you. I love wrapping gifts. I love wrapping gifts so much. I can be like in a room locked in with good music and just wrapped all the gift, Christmas music, just to wrap all the gift. I enjoy it so much. Okay, so we're almost done with this one. Trying to figure out how to place this without. Okay. We're going to have to stop here and come back to that once we get a dry side. This one is going to take a while just because it's a lot more paint on here. I'm just going to do this from the side here. So in Dallas, it's getting really cold. How's the weather on your side? Yes. Brr. Yikes.
Can you use a blow dryer or a fan to speed up the drying process?
Yes. You can use blow dryer or fan to speed it up. Yes. Okay. It's really cold in Dallas. I'm sure it's not as cold as other places. But I'm not a fan of cold weather. 60s in Florida is too, yeah, it's 60s. Wow, you're lucky. It's like, I think today was like 35, high of 40s. Oh, like, oh no. It gets cold in Texas too. It gets cold in Texas too. Ooh, 28 in Chicago. Oh my gosh. Not for me. I've been to Chicago. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Illinois. Chicago is beautiful. But I can't do cold. That's too cold. 70s. Ooh, that's good. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. My husband likes cold. I don't. I don't. He likes it. Like, From Wisconsin. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna try and finish this up here, but let me know if you have any questions. And it could be anything outside of this as well, what I'm doing. Let me know. 7 to 6. Oh my, you must have been outside all day today. All day today. I'm jealous.
Is there a glitter paint that can be used?
Ooh, glitter paint. That would be really nice. Yes, you can use glitter paint. You can use glitter paint. I don't know what options, I don't recall what options right now that you could use, but you could definitely use glitter paint. Michael's has a lot of those, so definitely you can use that instead of just a plain white acrylic paint. Okay, up here. And we go to the next design. So let's let that dry. Oh, so this is already dried on the top a little bit. I did some smudges there, but that seems to be dry a little bit there. Okay, so let's put that up the side and do a final design. Green paint. So this, I'm using the Campground acrylic paint. The color is Campground. It's like a deep green color. I really like this color. This, like I said earlier on the season, I'm into green a lot. Can you host a gift wrapping session? That would be nice, yes. If that's yeah, that would be nice to do a gift wrapping. Learn. I know I get a lot of requests on how to wrap gifts and what are the best supplies to use and all that. Okay, so let's start off. So I poured my green paint into the paint tray, and I'm using acrylic paintbrush here, level 1. So if you can see that close to the camera, but I believe these supplies are on the list that you can purchase from Michael's as well. So first of all, we're actually going to use a pencil. We're going to use a pencil for this design, which is the stripes, this one over here, the stripes pattern. And what I do first, of course, have your gift wrap already with white craft paper. And I use a pencil first because I go ahead and trace out my lines. That way I know that my lines look good and I like it before I go ahead and apply the paint onto it. So you kind of want to gauge how many lines you need, if you want it a bit closer, if you want it really spaced out. It's really a preference on what you like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start here. Probably do 1, 2, here, 2, like 4. I'm gonna do 4 lines on this box. Again, it doesn't have to be equally, don't know if you can see that. Let me know if you can see those lines. It looks very faint on my end. I actually did 5 lines. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, so I did 5 lines on my first face. So you want to continue that line to the side of your gift wrap of the paper. So on this side, it's gonna stop just at the fold. So your lines continue just at the fold, to the fold. So you continue that line to the fold. Okay. Then the same thing again, you turn that over and then you continue that same line that you had on your face, your first face, to the fold. My pencil just fell off right here, so I'm gonna continue with a pen. It has to be a pencil, just that you can use a pen too, but if you don't want to make, if you want to be able to clean it out and draw it again, you can do that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use a pen here. Thought I had my sharpener next to me, but I don't think I do. It's not around me. So I'm just doing the same, continuing the lines to the fold. If you don't have a fold, you just want those lines to go all the way to the center of your box, so to the center. So once that's done, then it looks good. You want to do the same thing on the other side. So normally what I do is I would make sure that the lines that is on this side line up with the lines on this side as well. So you just want to do a gauge, just gauge it, go across the fold, and then continue that. So go across the fold, continue that, across the fold.
And when you finish this side, can you hold it up to closer to the top camera so they can see the lines just a little bit better?
Okay. Can you see that? Let me know in the chat.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Looks like my pen lines are more stronger than the pencil. But yes. So you just want to continue, make sure it's all leveled out on the same side. So you do the same thing on the other side. Again, it doesn't really matter if you have a square or a rectangle. You know, you just want to make sure your lines all line up together. Okay. The other side, right there. And then once you've done those two sides, you flip it on the side that the two lines meet on the edge but haven't connected in the front, and then you just connect that from one end to the other end. It can be tricky at times, so it's okay. It doesn't have to be straight. That's the beauty of once you apply your paint over it. It doesn't have to be straight. Just make sure that they all connect together. That's that side. So at this time, you have only two sides left to complete, to draw lines on. So to do that, you do the same, just take one side and create that first, 5 or 4 lines, depending on how big your box. It could even be 7 if you have a wider box. So let me say this. Let's see here. Actually, let me take that back. So we want to decide on the goal is to have it look like it's continuously connected. All the lines are connected together. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do a line on this fold here. And the lines that are going to be here, they are going to be perpendicular to this line that comes out this way. So this is my first line here. So that makes a 90-degree angle right there. So you do that for all the lines. 90 degrees perpendicular. And then I have a space in the middle right here. So it's once I'm done with all the lines, I'm probably one line is gonna go in the middle here, but I don't want to do that yet until we make sure we have all the lines connected. So that's how it looks. To create that design, like it's a corner meet for the lines. Okay. So let's continue. So you go on the other side as well, and you do the same, lines perpendicular to each other. 90 degrees. So once that's done, one side that is not completed yet, you will connect those lines together. So they should meet. They should have lines that meet on each side too. So you connect that together. Going from here to one end. So that's the line all connected. And then you do that to the same on the other side as well.
Diana is wondering if you ever use a ruler, or do you like to do the freestyle for this design as well?
I like to do the freestyle for the design. I don't use a ruler. Use a ruler. Yeah, so just have fun with it, you know. It's it shouldn't take up much time, you know. If you use a ruler, you're trying to make it really, really perfect, and yeah, I don't use a ruler for mine. Okay. See what we have left now. You might have a line that end up going all the way around in the middle. Like I said, I had this empty space in here, so I had a line that would go all the way around. As well. You just want to make sure that you have every line connected if you can. Okay, that's it. That's all my lines.
Can you show the design on the ends up to the camera closer again, please?
On the ends? On this side?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my line that went all the way in the middle round.
And how did you start wanting to do all this DIY wrapping?
Good question. So I went into DIY wrapping just because it's a way that I involve my kids to be part of the, getting ready for Christmas preparation and all that. So that's really how I went into doing DIY gift wrap. It began with just having fun with my kids with it. Okay, so since we have all our lines, we can now apply the paint onto it. So this is the paintbrush I'm using. It's not a big brush. It's flat. It has a flat head, a little bit of a round curve to it as well. So I just did that into the paint. And I began with my first line. So you just want to trace over it. You don't need the paint. You don't need to have like a heavy amount of paint on the brush. And you just apply that over the lines that you created. Again, doesn't need to be perfect. You're gonna have some uneven ends. So you just go over that, and that's pretty much it. So you want to go over all your lines. Again, you don't have to use green. You can use any other color that you want. You can use brown craft paper instead. With green, that would be beautiful. Or with white, or with pink, yellow, red. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, easy. Yes. The designs are easy, yes. Do you enjoy wrapping your gifts? Do you use craft paper a lot to wrap your gifts? So I'm done with this side of the box. So let me see. Then I'm going to flip that over to this side. I think the beauty too is when it connects. I like when it actually connects, the line connects. I love that. So that I'm actually now connecting that line together with the paint.
So Mary Lou said that she usually uses bags, but after seeing these designs, I will definitely be trying them. So that is great.
Awesome, yes. Yes. I feel you with the bags too, though. You know, totally understand using bags. Are we done shopping? Are we done with our gifts, getting gifts for this year? Or do you still have more to do to get ready for the holidays? Oh, I have one I need for my dad on 29th. Okay. I still have to get my husband his gift. I don't know what to get for him. Guys are so hard. It's so hard to get gifts for guys. Like they know I don't want anything like over the top or anything like that. So trying to figure out what to get for him. I just need to wrap my gifts. Yes, I need to wrap my gifts too. Let me know how you're spending your holiday this year. You know, with the pandemic and all that, it's very different this year. Normally, my parents from Nigeria, they come visit and they stay with us and leave shortly before the new year. And this year, they won't be coming. So that's been a little bit difficult for me to accept. Let me know how you spending your own holiday. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's really good. Okay. So that's our first side right there. I might have to connect this one. Seems like it's a loner. Okay. So I'm gonna flip this over.
Minnie says that they're gonna lay the wrapping paper down first and paint it, and then after it dries, wrap the presents. Do you ever try that method?
So the reason why I haven't tried that method just because I like the corners to meet up, so that's why I prefer to go ahead and wrap it first. But you could definitely try that method. You know, that's also a way to approach it. But I haven't done that. I just go ahead and have it wrapped and then draw my lines, so it looks like it's a continuous lines, because the lines might not meet up when you wrap those together. But definitely give it a try. Oh no. Yeah, just stay safe. Stay safe, and yeah, it's been a definitely this 2020. 2020 has been a year of. It's been a year. It's definitely been a year. Stay safe for sure. Just looking forward to 2021. Anything exciting planned for next year? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to read the names. But thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining this session. I really appreciate it. I was a little bit nervous, but you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Just to go out. I know. Me too. My birthday is tomorrow, and not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but I plan to dress up and look glammed up, you know, and really just being grateful for having another year, and just being grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Aww. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining and spending the evening with me. Okay, that's another face done. Ooh, I'm liking it. Okay, this side is dried already, so I'm gonna flip this up this way and do this side. Thank you. Oh, yes, oh, nice. December baby in the house. Nice. Yeah, my son's birthday was on the 1st of this month. So December is always filled with celebration. That's why it's my favorite month. and of course, Christmas. So I'm always looking forward to December, but it goes really fast. I'm like, there's 2 weeks left for the year. But I'm always looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to it. Thank you. Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you. So my lines, the width are not always the same. You can apply more pressure to your paintbrush, or you can go lightly. You can also use a smaller paintbrush if you want thinner lines instead of a thicker one like I have here. And it's just preference what you're going for. So I'm actually, I'm on Instagram at Simplicity for Designs. So you can follow me on there. I show craft projects to home improvement projects that I do, DIY home improvement projects. So I share on there, Simplicity for Designs. I also blog at simplicityfordesigns.com. You can join me over there as well. I share how I make a holiday gift wrap, fall seasonal wreath, and all my home improvement projects, from trim work to painting, to building furniture. So I share all that on there. And to be awesome if you also subscribe to the blog, where you can get updates from me every 2 weeks on what I'm doing and family life. You know, I have 2 little ones. My daughter is 5 and my son is 3. So, you know, I try to juggle them, projects and all that. So I kind of shared that as well, just bringing you along the journey of, you know, motherhood and DIY and everything. Okay.
And can you tell them what the blog is again?
Simplicityfordesigns.com. Simplicityfordesigns.com. Mary Lou, thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you too. And Happy New Year in advance. Ooh, red, yes. And you could also do like multicolored as well, you know, like rainbow. That would be so cute. Like for my kids' playroom, this year I had them, I put a Christmas tree up there for them and they picked out their ornaments. My daughter is into unicorn. So that would be really nice, like doing a rainbow look as well. Red, yellow, green, blue, purple. My son, he's into Paw Patrol. Everything is Paw Patrol. So yeah, we're almost done here. Finishing up all this. Again, if you use the pencil and you go over with the acrylic paint, you shouldn't really see your lines in there. I mean, I use the pen, so some of the lines might be showing. But another thing is you could go over the paint again so that you don't see those lines. But if you use a pencil, you shouldn't be able to see those lines. It's because they're faint lines. Oh, thank you, Erin. If I'm saying that right. Thank you for joining. Really great time being on here, sharing with you guys. Okay. Still have one more side left. Okay. Dry it up. So we're going to flip that over and do the last side. And then the last thing to do is, of course, finish up your gift wrap with bows. You can use twine rope, ribbons, anything that you want to finish up with. I like to use, this year I actually use ribbons, velvet ribbons a lot. And this one has like a red velvet ribbon. I also got like I used this in the kids' room because they had like primary colors theme. For the family room, I used the deep green velvet and burgundy velvet as well. What effect? The design? Are you referring to the design? Oh, with the red bow. Oh, so that was actually the first design that I went through, which this is going to be recorded. So you can always go back, see those, how I did that. I used a toothbrush with white paint to make it, to create that design. Oh, what I'm doing right now, or just with the design, with the one with the red bow? Right, the design I'm working with right now is with a paintbrush. This is with a paintbrush. And the supplies it's on microsite for you to purchase for it. Let me know if you have any other questions. We're almost rounding up here. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, it looks so different. Oh, it's the same thing. This one is different because I actually dragged the toothbrush on the paper. So instead of just tapping it on the paper itself, I just held it there and just dragged it, you know, to create that sharp lines. So I can do that because this is one actually dried. So I can actually do that on this piece here. I would quickly do that once we're done here. Yes, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. Okay, let me put this aside for that to dry. But pretty much for this design again, you can use any embellishment or ribbons. You can also use like greenery. I like using greenery too, like cedar, or maybe cut like some leaves from outside and just kind of tie it and finish off the gift. Let that dry a little bit, and then I can quickly show you this one. So a toothbrush, and then I just dab a little bit in here in the paint, and do that again. I think my paint is right on me. So you just like, you know, you just tap it and just do like a that will give it like a different design than that if you want something more striking, a striking pattern. Merry Christmas to you, and Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you. Happy holidays. Okay, so I don't have a bow here. I just do a simple bow, but let's see here. Let's do this one. So I have twine rope, a white rope to do. So what I use, this one, move this. We can go ahead and do this one with the twine rope. So I just cut, let's see here. Thank you. Thank you. You guys made it, I really had a good time. You guys, thank you for joining. It's lovely getting to know everybody that joined. I look forward to my next one too. I do look forward to it. Okay, let's see here. So to know what you need to kind of gauge how long of a rope you would need, I normally just do like a rough, so I would put it together like this. and then twist it like that, twist. Then turn that over. That is not done yet. And then kind of gauge, like, okay, how big do I want to tie my bow? And then cut it from there. So again, you just cut it. You can always trim it, the excess after. Doesn't have to be exact. So you take that out and so I start off with, let's see here, with my bottom facing me. So wherever you want your bottom facing you, that's what that's up. So you put your twine rope together, make it equal, that, and then you just twist it or make like a cross on it. So it's like this. And you flip that over. Flip that over, adjust it so that it goes in the middle. And you can pass that under the previous, the rope there. So you pass it under. And it's tight. Then you make your first knot so that it's secured. So you make your first knot, so that's pretty secured on there. And then you go ahead and make your bow. And another thing I like to do too is, like, I like to put bells. You can add bells. You can add a Christmas bottle tree. You can add a bottle tree, Christmas tree on there too. You know, to just give it that finishing touch. So like pull that closer. So that's the bow right there. And you know, you can even go longer. Your ends can be long, it can be short. There's no wrong way of doing it. And I like this rope because it has like gold, hint of gold in there. Hint of gold. So that's complete. So let me know. Any questions? Any questions? We are winding up here. See if this is dried. I need to put this. I really like this as well. It comes in a gold and a silver color. And you can decide to use everything, or you can actually take it out and, like, I think make them smaller. So it's like a mini wreath option for that glam. And use a rope to put that on your gift. White, I have this white twine rope here. So I just create, like, tie one side up. To secure it. to the other side. Make sure it's tight enough, and then you can just cut it off. Take that under, just tight. Before you make your final knot. This one is a little bit too big for this box, but you know, this is, you can cut this with scissors into different smaller pieces and put it on the box itself. So make your final, you tie it again and just make a knot so that it's very secured on there. Okay, so that's tight, and then you just cut it at the end and just tuck that in under. There you have it. There we go. Look there. Do you use hot glue to attach the wreath? No, I don't think you need to. If you have, maybe if you don't want to use a ribbon like at the side or a string, I use a white one so that it's not obvious. But you can also use like a ribbon if you really want to glam it up more. If you have mini wreaths that you want to attach, you can use a hot glue too, but definitely you don't need to. You don't need to. Okay. Okay, let me know if you have any other questions, but this is it. This is everything. I thank you again, guys, for joining. I blog at simplicityfordesigns.com. I share DIY projects from craft to home improvements projects, and also how we live our life at home with the kids, being a mom and everything. And I really would love for you to join me on there too. I'm also Simplicity for Designs on Instagram. So come along, join. I love engaging with everybody, ask questions, and I respond back. But I really appreciate everyone joining. I wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a beautiful new year ahead. Thank you again for making this fun. I really had a great time and I really appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holiday. You too. Enjoy the holidays. Merry Christmas. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for spending the evening with me. Merry Christmas. God bless you too. Merry Christmas.